Hello, cherry lovers. This is Andrea from So What Home Party and Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm, and we're going to make a delicious recipe for you today. And Andrea's here to make that recipe. Stay tuned.
Stick. Okay, so now we're going to grab a shell and we're going to stuff it with the cheese. And you just grab a handful and just stuff them in until it looks full. And then you just place it in the pan. And that is all there is to it. Sounds complicated, but it's not. So yep, this is all you do. You just sit and you just line the pan. And one box usually fills one pan. Like I said, I'm making 3 pot pans because we're up here on my dad's farm, cherry farm. And how many? We said 17 people are coming up this year?
Yep.
We had 23 last year, so 17 this year. So we shall see how this goes, but it we should have enough for everybody. Usually one box will serve 6 or 7 people. And they're pretty filling too. Usually you think, oh, these are tiny, but they are pretty filling. I can usually only eat about 3 or 4. They're really filling. So, I've mixed the cheeses here. The Parmesan cheese and the mozzarella cheese, I mixed them together in this bowl so that they melt together when you're doing it. And if you have extra cheese after you filled the pan, you can sprinkle a little bit more cheese over top if you want more cheese, because I love cheese.
Yes, and I love cheese also. The more the better. I wanted to say that we are making, she said that, 3 large batches, and it smells so good. The Italian seasoning and that garlic powder smells so good, and I am so excited and I can't wait to eat it. And Madison has already told us how really delicious it is. And also Madison says that every time Andrea, her mom, asks her what would she like to eat, it's always stuffed shells. So I'm excited and I can't wait, and we'll be right back after she gets done stuffing the shells.
And as you can see, they're stuffing them shells, and you know what I'm gonna do. As soon as those come out of the oven, I think 7, 8, 9 of them are probably gonna be mine. All right, folks, we'll be right back.
Okay, so now I've stuffed all the shells and I've crammed the whole box in here except for like 3 shells. They were broken, but we might save them at the end. So now I'm going to put the seasoned meat on top of here. Now I won't be using all of the meat again because I'm making a triple batch, but we'll put on about a pound worth. And you just sprinkle it all over the top. Now another way you can do this too, if you really wanted to, I have tried it before and it is pretty good. You could do, because I just thought of this when I was doing it, you could also do a pound of hamburger and then cut it with a pound of sausage, because that's really good too, gives it some more spice. But you could also stuff the meat with the cheese, but I like the meat on top. So it's however you want to do it, but that's just another option for you if you'd rather have everything stuffed. You would then just mix the meat with the cheese. So that looks about like enough. Fill in that. Alright, so there is the meat on top. And so the last step before you put it in the oven would be to pour the remaining part of the spaghetti sauce into the pan. And you just drizzle it over. Make sure everything gets coated really good. And if you want, you can do this. Sometimes I will put a tiny bit of water just to get the rest out of there, but this came out pretty good. And then you can just use this to kind of spread it out just like a cake. It's lasagna cake.
Yep.
Looks amazing.
So then the next step would be to put it in the oven. And the oven again was preheated to 400. You only put it in there, there's about 15 minutes or less. You just need the cheeses to melt. It'll reheat everything and the cheeses will all melt together. And then when you pull it out of the oven, you let it sit for about 5 minutes or so, if you can stop people from digging into it.
Okay, and I will do the part of putting it in the oven for Andrea.
Yes,
Now,
thank
do we
you.
put any cheese on top or anything?
Nope, this is it.
That's it. All right. Andrea, if you open up the oven for
Sure.
me. Thank you.
That's 1, 2 more to go.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to set the timer for, what?
About 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm finishing the third pan, and just now Joyce took out the first pan that we stuck in after 15 minutes, and this is what it will look like. All the cheeses have melted, so now you want to have it sit and rest so the cheeses can kind of relax a little bit, and then you would be good to go, and it'll be al dente. But I'm just finishing up the last pan, and so we all can't wait to try it and eat it. So I got a lot of taste testers, so we will be back in a minute.
Okay, cherry lovers, they make this wonderful, what did you say this
Stuffed
stuff
shells.
was? Stuffed shells. And the stuffed shells, I'm going to try them. They look delicious. But I'm going to try them and we're going to eat them. So here we go, if I don't break my fork.
They've sat for 15 minutes or 10 minutes or so.
Okay, they sit for 10 minutes or so. These look delicious. These are delicious. These are wonderful. So if you guys want something quick and easy on the 4th of July, make them. You'll love them.
And thank you, Andrea. So What Home Party. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.